Hello there. Once again, it's Dan Thomas from Guantanamo Bay. And over the last week, I have once again accumulated another pile of figures. If you ever just get like randomly buying stuff online and you're looking for sales and you get one here and you get one there and you keep waiting for them and then they all show up in like one freaking day. I kind of like it when they space them out because I like to get mail. But this is what I picked up recently. Just thought I'd run through it real quick. Let's start with my Marvel Legends Rage. I love that they packed this in a nice little cute bag. I thought that was nice. A little sticker on it. This was just a Marvel Legends that I didn't want to buy in a store, but I was still kind of interested in it. Picked it up for like $10 online, and I'm actually quite impressed. It was way, way better figure than I thought it was going to be. Not terribly familiar with the character. I know he's back from the 80s and stuff, early 90s. But if you need a big bruiser dude who just looks pissed off as hell, this figure is actually really good. I've been surprised how much I've messed with it. I should put it like that. He's got a great range of motion for a underappreciated, underrated Marvel legend. I've been very impressed with it. So I finally got to go to El Paso recently. I sold a bunch of comics, hauled them up there. You see I packed them all in my car in my last video. And it was able to stop, and I found the new Master Chief Halo figure, the larger scale. I think Jazzwares makes this. It's like a subsidiary of Jazzwares. Thought about getting all of them. Ended up just getting Master Chief because, you know, it's Master Chief. The figure, it's good, I think. There is some issues I have with it that are very stupid. For one thing, if you look at it, his legs are entirely too long. They are very, very too long. And I don't normally complain about things like that, you know, because it's aesthetic and it's design and everything, and it's how you interpret it. But let's just face it, those are too long. But the worst part is these knees. Look at these knees. Why are they doing this? Why would they do that? His knee joint is like the same as his calf. It's really goofy looking. I don't know. I think it's dumb. If you just bend the one, it looks right. But when you bend the other one, it just looks stupid. I don't know why they designed it that way. So many people have been making figures right for so long, it seems like a dumb mistake to make, or an odd design choice. Other than that, his joints are pretty loose, which I wasn't super thrilled about. The rifle is made to clip on the back. It has a hole in the gun, but the hole is not deep enough to really clip and stay, which is why it just fell off when I was messing with it, because I don't know, it's barely an indentation, so I don't know what they were thinking with that. If you're going to put a hole there, make it click, whatever. $20, I'm on the fence on this one. If it's one you're interested in, I definitely wanted a Master Chief of this scale, so it was definitely one that I really wanted. That being said, it could have been a lot better, and his ankles are really, really, really loose. Came with a big pile of hands, bunch of hands, and of course his assault rifle and stuff. I can't complain about it a ton, but it is a little bit goofy. Let me see here. I've been seeing this in stores, and I kept passing on it because I didn't really care. But God, something about it just does click with me. So I got Marvel Legends Kang. Not like super. I'm not a Kang fan. I don't think there is anybody out there who's like, oh my God, I'm a Kang fan. Big fan of Kang. Can't wait to get the Kang fig. No, I don't see that happen. I don't think there's anybody out there doing that. But I got one, because he does definitely have a cool, kind of a 1950s sci-fi look to him. Holy shit balls. His head just went flying. Never had that happen before. Okay, maybe it just wasn't popped on all the way. But yeah, he does have a cool, I could see him on an issue of Planet Comics or something like that. Not terrible. Gosh, he is really stiff. He does have ab crunch even under that jacket rubber sleeve thing, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. And I like the aesthetic. I like the way he looks. It looks very good. It's done very well. It's just not a terribly interesting character to me. But his 50s sci-fi look wins me over, which is why I got one. Because I couldn't find any at my Walmart. Of course, they're littering the Walmarts with these in El Paso because nobody wants it. But that is what it is. You can always sell the bath parts. Comes with some nice hands and some like claw-like gestures. And he comes with one of those dumb space rifle things that does anybody ever even use? Probably not. Let's see. In the area of, I've passed on this a dozen times and finally decided to pop on it, falls this Mcfarlane Multiverse Batgirl. She looks very Fortnite. If you've looked at any of the Fortnite figures, she'd fit right in Fortnite. If you're not into Fortnite, you're probably not into this Batman or Batwoman, Batgirl, just because that aesthetic is so prominent with it. And she comes with what may be, I think, the dumbest Build-A-Figure idea ever. One of them. She comes with a stand and a card. Thank you, Todd, for always doing that. I appreciate that. I know some people think it's dumb. I appreciate getting a card, a collector card, because I love cards. Like that. That's kind of cool. Well, they did that. I am hoping that she feels as cool as some of his Fortnite figures do. Yeah. I don't know. Who was asking for this? I don't know. This just seems so weird. Like a dumb idea. But I don't know. If you're into it, it can go in my pile of bath parts for sale. Okay, so do you feel like a Fortnite figure? Like the good Fortnite figures? I would say yes. She's a little bit stiff. She seems to be missing like an ab crunch, which I think a lot of the Fortnite figures have. So that's kind of disappointing, but stylistically, I think it looks great. But if you're not into that, and she's going to be super tall, so you can see she doesn't really scale worth a shit with like a Marvel Legends because she is so much taller. But that is what that is. If you're into that look, if you're into that design, probably be into that figure. If you're not going to care. You're not going to be into that. Another figure that I passed on for ages until I saw it was really cheap on eBay. The Walmart exclusive Black Widow. I never saw these in stores. So when I saw the chance that I was like, oh my gosh, these are only like $12 on eBay. I'm going to snag one. Because I thought this was a pretty fantastic look for her in the 90s. The fact that she comes with a jetpack, blast off effects, I think Widow Sting effects, like for wrist gauntlets. Oh my gosh, there's regular hands in there. I barely even saw them. Okay, so she gets the classic Marvel Legends little tiny woman hands. They're hard to see. Anyway. Blast effects. Backpack. Awesome. Awesome. 90s hairdo. Love it. I love that. They do have her on the skinnier body mold, which I don't always love. I wish it was on the little bit thicker body mold, but the Moonstone body mold, but I'm very satisfied with it. I like the backpack. I like that these are going to just plug right into it. I mean, that's what I want. Anyway, that is one that I have just never seen and saw the opportunity to snag it cheap. And so I did. And she is really stiff. So we'll set her over there. Saw this at Walgreens last night. First time seeing it. and just kind of randomly popped on it. I'm not a big Mortal Kombat guy, but something about the color of this figure just really popped, so I was definitely going to grab it. Considering these are like $25 to $26 at like GameStop. The fact that my Walgreens had one for 20 bucks. Didn't want to pass it down. Comes with a stand. That's always nice. Pretty decent looking box, which I just shredded. Only one side. What are they thinking? Okay. And then sometimes, I don't know why they do that. They like thread the feet through holes or whatever. First impressions, she feels pretty stiff, but that's pretty typical with figures with this much paint on them. I like how, gosh, she's kind of thick. That ain't bad looking. A little bit shorter. Let's compare to Batgirl. Batgirl is a string bean. This woman has actually got some meat on her bones. That's always appreciated. Beautiful colors on this thing. The paint apps are decent. Your articulation's probably not going to be that amazing. Do we get, oh, I don't think we get an upper thigh rotation. Oh, that's kind of sad. Okay, maybe there is one, it's just really stiff and it doesn't move very far. Well, that's not so great, Todd. Way to go, Todd. It doesn't matter. I think it's a beautiful figure. It is a gorgeous figure. I'm not gonna lie. So got that. Stand her over there. Her accessories are one sigh, one folded fan, one open fan. And since I don't know the character, I'm not really crazy about those, so I don't really care. Dropped a guitar pick. A buddy of mine here in town started making me play Apex Legends, which I did not care to play, but the free skin I always play is Wraith, so I was like, I'll just grab a Wraith figure. Why not? One of the screwy eBay deals, ordered a Wraith figure from a guy. He sends me a Bloodhound. I'm like, I don't even want this. It was a pain in the ass. I had to get a refund. Do a return. All that crap. So our weapons look good in there. Holy shit, if I can get them out. They actually have paint on them. We've got her buckled in. Not an exciting character design, really. It's just a lady in like a black combat, suit. She's got the nice spooky eyes. And since I haven't ever messed with one of these before, I'm going to actually go through some of the articulation, see what it's got. Looks like nothing in the chest, which is disappointing. Like it doesn't have any ab crunch or flex. That's not cool. That's pretty lame, actually. Legs, everything that a Marvel Legends has. Upper thigh cut, ball joint at the hip. It doesn't have a ton of range. It's got a double jointed knee, but it's really stiff. There it goes. That doesn't look too bad. Arms, same story. Double jointed elbows. That's something you don't see on female figures very often. It's that total lack of articulation in the torso, which is very disappointing. But overall, I'd say it's a beautiful figure. It's just not super articulated. The weapons all have paint on them, so that's appreciated. And oh, she has toe articulation. Why would I want that? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants it, ever. It's dumb. Maybe a Spider-Man figure. Okay, and then last, I don't know if I've ever showed this before. I just picked this up at a trade a while back. And I thought I'd throw it in because I don't remember ever showing it. This is a Motu Classics Procrustus. He is a giant. As you can see, he's a rock giant. Four-armed rock giant. This guy is freaking weird as shit. But, I mean, look at that face. How could you say no to that face? And those arms. He's a crusty rock man. Procrustus. Procrustus. Anyway, very weird figure. One of the more rare ones, definitely. And a definite piece of weirdness. But I did want to show it off in case I'd never said anything about it before. And it's probably been a little over a couple weeks since I got that one. It's just one I forgot to share or mention. Stand, Chief. Yeah, that Master Chief figure, even my wife was like, what the hell is wrong with it? His knees are dumb. And she's definitely right. Anyway, that is what I picked up. That is my haul of crap. And maybe a little over a week to acquire all that. Some of it came in the mail. Some of it I got in person. It is what it is. That's what I bought. That's my story. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.